The proportion of Koreans who view marriage as essential edged up last year, reflecting a more positive perception of tying the knot amid the country's demographic challenges.
지난해 실시한 통계청 사회조사에서 결혼을 해야 한다고 응답한 비중이 늘어났습니다. 이는 인구 감소라는 어려운 국내 현실 속에서 결혼에 대한 긍정적인 인식이 커지고 있음을 반영하는 결과입니다. So, in reality, people getting married are going down, but the perception of marriage, the sort of the inclination or the, the people thinking that you need to get married, that's actually going up.
Yeah, the thought process, I guess, or what
Interesting.
people think about marriage. So the proportion of South Koreans who consider marriage as essential has gone up in 2024, and that's a reverse from a long-term decline. And this is according to government data. So it was according to a biennial survey, and it said that 52.5% of respondents aged 13 and older viewed marriage as necessary, and that was up 2.5 percentage points from 2022. Additionally, 68.4% said that having children after marriage is essential, and that marked a 3.1 percentage point increase. And in fact, I guess that reflects, or the stats actually reflected a lot of people's changes in perception, because the marriage rates also saw a boost, with 222,422 couples tying the knot in 2024, and that was a 14.9% surge, the steepest annual rise since 1981. And officials are attributing the trends to shifting attitudes towards marriage and parenthood among younger generations.
It's interesting. We had a different survey yesterday showing that people, who want kids, that number's obviously going down.
Yeah.
But more men want to become parents than women. That was an interesting thing that we looked at yesterday.
Yeah.
So overall, more people want to get married, but then having kids is a different issue.
Yeah, I don't know. So wanting to get married and viewing marriage as essential is also, I think, a different issue as well.
Yeah, they're all separate.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the term to edge up.
To edge up. So if we say something edged up, it doesn't mean that it increased by a lot. So we use this when something rises very slightly, or when something moves towards something gradually.
So it's going up, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
조금만 올랐을 때 edge up라고 표현할 수 있겠어요. EDGE. 자, 그 다음에는 what's a perception?
A perception is like a belief or an opinion, and it's often held by many people and based on how things seem. So it's a way of regarding, understanding, or interpreting something. So it's like a mental impression.
그래요. Perception이라는 것은 인식입니다. The thought that you have. So the thought people have about marriage is positive, it looks like. That doesn't mean that more people are getting married. Or, well, in fact, some of the stats show that people are getting married more than a couple of years ago.
It has gone
maybe
up.
because of COVID and things like that. But the perception nonetheless is positive. Tying the knot is another way of saying getting married. And you can say get married, get hitched. What else? So there's a lot.
Walk down the aisle.
Walk down the aisle, yeah, that's right. They're all synonyms of getting married. All right, I'm going to read this headline again. The proportion of Koreans who view marriage as essential edged up last year, reflecting a more positive perception of tying the knot amid the country's demographic challenges.